Pi pioneers, stop panicking. Your 48-cent Pi tokens are not going to crash to zero, and here's the mathematical proof that will save your sanity. While you've been watching Pi bleed from $2.79 to 48 cents wondering if you should cut your losses, crypto expert Dr. Altcoin just revealed why Pi Network physically cannot drop below 40 cents. And it has nothing to do with hope or wishful thinking. The Pi Core team controls 90% of the supply, which means they literally control the price. If Pi crashes below 40 cents, they lose billions and their entire reputation gets destroyed. They will not let that happen. And I'm about to prove it to you with cold, hard facts. Stay right here because in the next 8 minutes, I'm exposing the 3 bulletproof reasons why 40 cents is Pi's absolute floor, plus the exact timeline when Pi could explode back to 70 cents or higher. Follow my Telegram and Facebook in the description for exclusive Pi updates you won't find anywhere else. Before we get into this, hit that like button if you're still holding Pi despite everything. And subscribe if you want the real talk about Pi Network without the sugarcoating. Let's dive in. Okay, here's what blew my mind when I first learned this. The Pi Core team controls about 90% of all Pi tokens. Now I know what you're thinking, that sounds centralized and scary. But actually, for us as holders, this is the best news possible. Think about it this way. When you own 90% of something, you control its price. It's like if you owned almost all the houses in your neighborhood. You wouldn't let property values crash because it would hurt you the most. The Pi team has the same motivation. Right now, Pi sits at around number 32 in cryptocurrency rankings with a market cap of about $4.7 billion. If Pi drops below 40 cents, it would fall out of the top rankings completely. This would be absolutely devastating for the team's reputation and everything they've built over 6 years. I've seen this happen before. Remember back in April when Pi hit its lowest point around 40 cents? What happened next? The team made strategic moves, controlled releases, and the price recovered. This wasn't luck. This was the team protecting their investment and ours. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. The Pi team isn't running a charity here. They've invested millions of dollars and years of their lives into this project. They launched the open network in February. They're building partnerships. They're creating an entire ecosystem. If Pi crashes below 40 cents, what happens? Exchanges start delisting it, investors run away, merchants lose confidence, and 6 years of work goes down the drain. The team simply has too much to lose. Here's something interesting I found. The top 100 wallets hold over 96% of all Pi tokens. This means when regular people like us panic sell, it barely affects the price. The real price movements are controlled by these big holders, mainly the core team and their partners. Now some people might say this is manipulation, but honestly, I'd rather have smart money protecting my investment than leaving it to the mercy of random market swings. At least we know there's a floor. Let me share what the technical analysis is showing us. Pi is expected to trade between 40 and 70 cents through August. That might sound boring, but it's actually setting up for something bigger. The current RSI, that's a technical indicator, is at about 35, which means Pi is getting close to oversold territory. For those who understand trading, this is often where smart money starts buying before the next big move up. Here's what gets me excited. As we head toward the end of August, fewer new tokens will be released into the market. Basic economics tells us that when supply decreases and demand stays the same or increases, prices go up. The 24-hour trading volume is still around $147 million, which shows people are still actively trading Pi. This isn't a dead coin. There's real interest and liquidity here. Some analysts are saying once Pi breaks above 70 cents, we could see a quick move to $1 or higher, especially if we get listed on major exchanges later this year. Alright, so what does this mean for you? First, if you're holding Pi right now, understand that you're not in as risky a position as you might think. The current price around 48 cents isn't weakness. It's actually smart money accumulating before the next move. If you're thinking about buying more, this 40 to 50 cent range might be the best opportunity you'll see for a while. The downside is limited because of the team's control, but the upside to 70 cents or $1 could mean 40% to 100% gains. But please don't just buy blindly. Keep an eye on announcements from the team, watch for news about exchange listings, and pay attention to how the ecosystem is developing. The Pi team is pretty good about communicating major updates. Remember, Pi works differently than other cryptocurrencies because of how the supply is controlled. Unlike Bitcoin or Ethereum, where miners or stakers can continuously generate new coins and where price swings are often driven by speculation and hype, Pi's supply is designed to be far more disciplined. The Pi Network core team set clear rules from the start about mining rates decreasing over time and total supply being capped. This means the creation of new Pi tokens slows down as the network grows, which helps limit inflation and makes the entire system more sustainable in the long run. What really sets Pi apart is how these built-in protections give the ecosystem a layer of predictability you don't often see in crypto. Because supply isn't left entirely to market whims, Pi can focus more on building real-world utility and less on chasing quick price gains. When exchanges stake Pi or when new bridge and wallet features launch, they're doing so in an environment where the tokenomics are intentionally structured to promote long-term stability and growth. This isn't just a technical detail, it's a major reason why more established platforms are starting to take Pi seriously, dedicating real resources to support its expansion. For us pioneers, this matters a lot. It means we're part of a project that isn't just chasing hype, but building something with staying power. Because the supply is carefully managed and not left to the chaos of open inflation, any increase in demand, whether it's from new applications, strategic partnerships, or broader adoption, has a better chance of creating sustained value, rather than short-lived price spikes. We're not just relying on hype cycles to create value, we're part of something that's been thoughtfully planned from the start. So while other coins might rise and fall on the latest news or meme, Pi is positioning itself for steady, meaningful progress that can stand the test of time. So, there you have it, Pi family. The 40-cent floor isn't just wishful thinking, it's based on real economic incentives and supply control that makes Pi unique in the crypto space. Look, I get it, watching your investment drop is never fun, but sometimes the best opportunities come when things look the darkest. The team's 90% supply control isn't just a statistic, it's your insurance policy. While other crypto investors are gambling on meme coins and hoping for the best, you're holding an asset with built-in price protection and a clear path to higher prices. Let me know in the comments. Are you using this dip to add more Pi, or are you waiting to see what happens? I read every comment and I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe for more honest Pi Network coverage. And definitely check out my Telegram and Facebook pages for daily updates. I'll be watching these price levels closely and letting you know when we start moving toward that 70-cent target. The crypto game rewards patience and understanding. Pi Network isn't just another cryptocurrency. It's a different kind of investment with unique protections that most people don't understand yet. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one. Check out my next video where I break down the upcoming catalysts that could push Pi to $1, and don't miss my Pi Network strategy playlist for more insights like this.